Welcome to our Trump briefing show, folks. Today, we've got a big legal win for education supporters. A federal judge in Boston has put a halt to President Trump's plans to shut down the education department. The judge ordered the reinstatement of thousands of employees and declared the layoffs a serious threat to the department's crucial work, including supporting special education and civil rights enforcement. It's a major setback for Trump's efforts, at least for now. Next up, in the world of tech and AI, OpenAI, Nvidia, and other giants are collaborating on Stargate UAE, a massive AI infrastructure project in Abu Dhabi. With a planned investment of up to $500 billion, this ambitious project aims to support half the world's population with cutting-edge AI computing by 2026. It's all part of the UAE's push to boost innovation and strengthen international partnerships, quite the high-tech adventure. And finally, as hurricane season approaches, forecasters are warning of a potentially busy storm period with 6 to 10 hurricanes expected. But here's the catch: recent staff cuts at NOAA could hamper storm tracking and prediction efforts, risking less accurate forecasts when we need them most. So, folks, stay tuned and stay safe, because weather monitoring is more crucial than ever. Please continue to watch for more details. The Toronto Star reports a significant legal victory for the Biden administration in the form of a federal judge's injunction that halts former President Trump's controversial plans to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education. Judge Myong Joun's ruling emphasizes the potential catastrophic consequences of such an action, highlighting the disruption to vital services supporting vulnerable students, including special education and civil rights enforcement. The lawsuit, backed by education groups and Democratic attorneys general, convincingly argued that the mass layoffs and the department's planned closure would irreparably harm the agency's ability to fulfill its congressional mandates, reducing its staff by nearly half and risking the collapse of its responsibilities. The judge's order mandates the immediate reinstatement of approximately 1,300 federal employees fired during the layoffs, effectively blocking the Trump administration's efforts while ongoing litigation unfolds, underscoring a powerful judicial check on executive overreach. CNN details a groundbreaking international initiative involving tech giants like OpenAI and Nvidia, who are collaborating to establish Stargate UAE, an advanced AI infrastructure hub in Abu Dhabi. This project, a sister to the US-based Stargate platform, aims to deploy a 200-megawatt AI cluster by 2026, capable of serving up to half the world's population within a 2,000-mile radius. The venture signifies a strategic move by global leaders to democratize AI development, with OpenAI's Sam Altman emphasizing its potential to accelerate breakthroughs in medicine, personalized education, and energy solutions. Nvidia's Jensen Huang highlights the project's role in empowering the UAE's economic ambitions and technological future, while the facility's construction will be managed by local firm G42, with OpenAI and Oracle operating the infrastructure. This international deployment, coordinated with the U.S. government, marks a significant step toward global AI democratization and technological sovereignty. Yahoo US reports on a sobering forecast for Hawaii's economy, as the state's Council on Revenues sharply downgraded its tax revenue projections over the next 3 fiscal years amid uncertainties stemming from federal policy shifts under the Trump administration. The anticipated impacts include reduced federal spending, job cuts, and tariffs, which threaten to dampen employment, tourism, and consumer spending, thereby shrinking state tax collections. The latest projections forecast a 3.5% decline in revenue next year and a further slowdown in subsequent years, with a total reduction of about $100 million by 2028 compared to earlier forecasts. These gloomy outlooks are compounded by ongoing federal policy uncertainties, including tariffs and workforce reductions, which have yet to fully manifest in economic data but are expected to weaken Hawaii's economy significantly. Despite a financial cushion and legal settlements, local economists warn that the state faces a period of economic softness, with the potential for a mild recession before 2026, emphasizing the importance of cautious fiscal planning amid global policy upheavals. The Independent reports on a provocative government report led by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., titled Make America Healthy Again, which scrutinizes America's health policies, food safety, and pharmaceutical practices. The report advocates for more rigorous oversight of childhood vaccines, criticizing current vaccination mandates and calling for expanded clinical trials, including placebo studies. It highlights alarming concerns about pesticides like glyphosate, ultra-processed foods dominating children's diets, and widespread overmedication among youth, suggesting these factors contribute to a health crisis. Despite these warnings, officials like Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins insist the food supply remains 100% safe, reflecting a contentious debate between industry interests and health advocates. The report's proposals aim to reshape national health strategies during Trump's presidency, emphasizing long-term disease prevention and environmental safety, though they face resistance from industry and political allies wary of regulation. The AP details the complex diplomatic tensions during South Africa's recent visit to the U.S., marked by a tense encounter between President Cyril Ramaphosa and Donald Trump. The meeting was marred by Trump's aggressive focus on allegations of a white South African genocide, which Ramaphosa deftly sidestepped with calm restraint. Despite Trump's confrontational approach, playing videos and citing articles to support his claims, Ramaphosa remained composed, emphasizing the importance of diplomatic engagement and mutual respect. The visit also revealed internal divisions within South Africa, with some citizens criticizing the trip as unnecessary given Trump's inflammatory rhetoric and false claims. Yet, Ramaphosa's measured response and inclusion of diverse delegation members, including white South African figures, showcased his diplomatic skill in navigating a provocative and unpredictable U.S. political climate. Foreign policy explores the shifting landscape of U.S. economic and foreign investment under Trump, highlighting a bold strategy that equates the U.S. economy with Trump enterprises. Following a high-stakes Gulf trip that secured $1.3 trillion in investment pledges, the administration's New America First investment policy, AFIP, prioritizes attracting foreign capital, especially from strategic allies like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE. This approach emphasizes expedited approval processes for investments, even from adversaries like China and Russia, with scant regard for long-term security or environmental safeguards. The policy signals a departure from traditional regulatory rigor, aiming to foster short-term economic gains through opaque financial arrangements and minimal environmental review, risking future stability and environmental health. Trump's emphasis on deal-making over strategic oversight underscores a reckless pursuit of immediate profits, potentially undermining long-term U.S. interests and global security. According to BBC, the upcoming Atlantic hurricane season is projected to be busier than usual, with forecasts indicating between 6 and 10 hurricanes, including several major storms, driven by warmer sea temperatures and favorable atmospheric conditions. However, scientists warn that recent cuts to NOAA staffing and funding, initiated by the Trump administration, threaten to undermine hurricane monitoring and prediction efforts. The reductions have led to understaffed offices, delayed maintenance, and potentially compromised data collection, which are critical for accurate forecasts. Experts express concern that these setbacks could worsen storm predictions and preparedness, especially as climate change continues to increase the intensity of storms, despite not necessarily increasing their frequency globally. The Toronto Star reports that Russia and Ukraine currently lack scheduled direct peace negotiations, despite a recent face-to-face meeting in Istanbul where a prisoner exchange agreement was agreed upon. Russian President Vladimir Putin has proposed working on a future peace treaty, but his terms, such as linking ceasefire to Ukraine's mobilization and Western arms shipments, have been rejected by Ukraine and European leaders. Meanwhile, Russia continues its military campaign, including drone attacks targeting Moscow and other regions, as both sides prepare for ongoing conflict. The situation remains tense, with little progress toward a diplomatic resolution, and both nations engaged in a war of attrition along a lengthy front line that has resulted in significant casualties. The Toronto Star also highlights recent legal and political developments in the United States, where a federal judge blocked President Trump's executive order to shut down the Education Department, reinstating employees and halting mass layoffs. Meanwhile, House Republicans successfully passed a multi-trillion-dollar tax bill after an all-night session, with last-minute concessions to secure votes. The bill includes major tax cuts, work requirements for social programs, and various funding provisions, reflecting a broader effort to advance Trump's legislative agenda. Additionally, Democrats criticized a Trump-hosted crypto dinner at his golf club, viewing it as an unethical selling of access, while legal battles continue over grant cancellations and the actions of Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. These events underscore ongoing political polarization and legal disputes shaping the U.S. landscape. The Toronto Star reports that a federal judge, Myong Joun in Boston, has issued a preliminary injunction halting President Donald Trump's executive order aimed at shutting down the Education Department and reinstating employees who were laid off in mass layoffs announced in March. The lawsuit, filed by Massachusetts school districts and the American Federation of Teachers, argued that these layoffs effectively amounted to an illegal shutdown, jeopardizing vital functions such as supporting special education, distributing financial aid, and enforcing civil rights laws. The judge emphasized the severe harm that financial uncertainty and service disruptions would cause, particularly to vulnerable student populations, warning that such scale layoffs could cripple the department entirely. While the Trump administration claims the layoffs are for efficiency purposes and not a complete shutdown, the court's order underscores the potential damage to the department's ability to fulfill its responsibilities, reinforcing the ongoing debate over the administration's efforts to reorganize or dismantle the agency. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a book so big and bright, open it and take a flight. Learn about the stars and see, everything is here for me. Flip the pages one by one, knowledge under the sun. From dinosaurs to galaxies, a world of endless mysteries. Encyclopedia, yay! Facts and fun all day. From A to Z, let's see. Curious minds run free. Jump into the pages deep. Secrets that you want to keep. Time will fly and you will find magic lies in every line. Animals and history, science full of mystery. Gotta read and gotta know. Watch our minds all start to grow. Encyclopedia, yay! Facts and fun all day. From A to Z, let's see. Curious minds run free, yeah. Jump into the pages deep. Secrets that you want to keep. Time will fly and you will find magic lies in every line. To run free line, every line's run free. Animals and history, science full of mystery.